Hello everybody, it's Spooky Noodles, and I am here to talk about, what am I here to talk about? Oh yeah, I'm here to talk about The Hyde Effect by Steve Vance. Oh my gosh, this book was so exciting. I listened to the audiobook, and I'm so happy I did. I couldn't find an actual copy, like a physical copy of the book, or else I would have read it myself, but I saw it on Audible, and I was like, it's a decent price. And then I realized I had a free credit, so I was like, I might as well use the credit. So I did, and I got the audiobook. And I was not disappointed by this book. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't remember any of the main characters because it's been a while since I've actually listened to this audiobook. And I meant to do this sooner, but like I said in my other video, I just kind of moved on and forgot to, there was a period of time where my laptop actually broke. I had to get it fixed. So that was a problem. But anyways, back to Steve Vance's The Hyde Effect. Sorry for the dramatic pause. I do that a lot when I'm trying to think. So this book kind of starts off as a who is the werewolf? Like, who done it? Who did it? Like a Scooby-Doo type thing, And there's all these incidences where, like these wicked murders of mangled victims and blah, blah, blah occur. And, yeah, it's pretty brutal. Kids and women and children and guys and brothers and daughters and whatever are murdered, No, there's no correlation between the murders. Anyone's getting killed. And, yeah, but then all of a sudden, it's like the writer of the book decided, you know what, I ain't gonna do no Scooby-Doo shit. I'm gonna flat out tell you who the werewolf is. So he does, and then the werewolf ends up in a mental institution because no one believes he's the actual werewolf, Werewolves don't exist. What the fuck? Anyways, so this crowd of people, reporters, who want to know who the serial killer is, who believes he's a werewolf, they all come and to record him, and some of the victims are there, and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. And the guy's all like, come this time, I am going to turn into a werewolf, and I will kill you all, basically. And they're all like, ha ha ha, you're restrained, you can't do nothing, you silly goose, And then the time comes when the full moon arises, and he turns into a werewolf, and everyone's like, oh my god, we did not know this was coming, oh my gosh, real werewolf. And it's almost like one of those, like, you're beating your head against a wall, like, oh, come on, can you characters be any dumber? But then again, I mean, in real life, no one would believe a guy saying, oh, I'm a werewolf, and actually becomes a werewolf. That would be lunacy, So, but it's just, what's going to happen, basically. So anyways, that's where the book really starts. It's like a whole survival horror after that, They're trying to survive through this, mental institution that's locked, like it's quarantined, basically. No one can really get out. And, yeah, they're like communicating with each other through runes and stuff like that, and they're trying to avoid obstacles that aren't the werewolf. And then there's the whole werewolf in itself, and they're just trying to survive till daylight comes. Daylight come and me wanna go home. Anyways, yeah, they try to survive till daylight, and people die. People die. So that's all I'm gonna say about the book. I'm sorry if there's any spoilers in it. I enjoyed the book thoroughly. I say that about a lot of the books I read, but I usually only read good books. Although I've been trying to do the stretch of books where I don't have a clue if they're good or bad. And I've been not finishing them. Like, I have Michael C. Norton's Abomination. I'm 116 pages into that book, and I am slowing down. Like, I don't know what happened. I was so excited. I was thrilled, and everything was up my alley. And then all of a sudden, I just turned to a different street and started listening to a different book. Reading a different book, I should say. Anyway, oh, sorry. black screen. I should have noticed that was coming. Let me plug in my computer here. Anyways, I've been reading a bad stretch of books, and you know, it just kind of made me think about the good books I've listened and read to. You know, read the words speak. I can't. It just reminded me of some of the good books I've listened to and read, and yeah, I fondly remember The Hyde Effect, and it was a good book. I remember looking up other books by Steve Vance. I got The Abyss and Spook, I think it's called. I'm not sure, but I have those two and I'm ready to read them. I think the dude is an awesome writer. I like the way the dude writes. You know, his characters are cunning and smart and funny. You know, and it's a breath of fresh air. Like, you know, it's like it was a creature feature for sure. This book, Hyde Effect. But I enjoyed every part of it. What else is there to say other than I enjoyed the book and it's about werewolves? Well, a werewolf. So don't get that confused. I was actually doing a werewolf TBR, and I listened to The Hyde Effect, and I read what was the other book I read? It's not coming to me at the moment. Damn. My memory is so poor, guys. I'm so sorry. The book was, I'm looking at my bookshelf now. I tried to read The Night Walker, but I couldn't get 3 pages into it. I just did not like the guy's writing, I guess, or maybe it was the character. I can't remember exactly. Oh, The Howling. How did I forget about that? Oh my god. The Howling, yeah. I read The Howling, I listened to The Hyde Effect, and then my TBR kind of fell apart after that, and I decided to go to the Richard Lehman TBR, and then I read one Richard Lehman book and was like, you know what? It's a coming of age TBR, and then I started TBR for coming of age, and that's slowly falling apart because Abomination is the book that I was reading in that TBR, and it's not interesting anymore. So I may move on to Mongrels by Stephen Graham Jones. I got Neverland by Douglas Clegg. I think that's his name. Christopher Golden has Straight On Till Morning, or something like that. I have a few books in that coming of age TBR that I really want to read, but I just, you know, I've been kind of hooked on this one book called Flashpoint, and I've been trying to read 2 books at once, but it's not working very well. I guess I'm not that good at reading. But anyways, we're not talking about that. We're talking about The Hyde Effect, and I just wanted to say it was a good book, and I would highly recommend it if you like funny and quick humor. It's kind of like the Gilmore Girls in a sense. That kind of shows my personality a little bit, but like it's the dialogue is quick and funny and cunning, you know, and it's, you know, you like it if you read it or listened to it. The audiobook, the guy who narrated it was amazing. So yeah, I'd definitely give it a shot if I were you. And that's all I have to say. Again, it's Spooky Noodles. For all y'all who don't actually know my real name, it's Nick. And I got a funny photo at the end of this, you know, so I hope you enjoyed. And again, it's Spooky Noodles, and I would just want to say goodbye.